What's up, YouTube? It's Chris Abbott here, coming to you from Long Beach, California. Got my gym bag ready. Gonna go head out to get some training in. I got a haircut over the weekend. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that. I want to know if they fucked up my fade. So, those of you good Samaritans out there, please let me know, because I just hired these new barbers, and y'all determine their fate on whether I'm going to drop some fucking money on them again. Got my fucking little daughter here, Piper. We're going to do a little imitation real quick. What's up, man? No, nothing. Anyways, I want to talk to y'all today about a very serious subject. And sorry for the comical start to this, but it is a very serious subject. I am going to talk about bullying. Now, I had a question from somebody who was at a school. I'm not going to go into the specifics of the situation, but this guy was bullied over Facebook and basically feels like the entire school is out to get him. So what I want to talk to you today is about how to deal with bullies. There's a few different things that you have to remember if you're in a situation where you're being bullied. And this is a very serious subject. People are killing themselves. Kids are killing themselves because when you're in a situation where you are being bullied, you feel trapped. You feel like you can't get out of that situation. You feel like everybody around you is out to get you. And this can happen at schools. It can happen at universities. It can happen on the job site. So you don't just have to be a kid on a playground and be bullied. You can be anybody and be bullied. A lot of bullying is currently happening over the internet. A lot of negative language. I get a lot of negative language, but I don't feel bullied. You guys can throw whatever the fuck shit you want at me. But a lot of times, social media networks like Facebook have provided mediums for people to become bullied. So what I want you all to understand, one, is that a bully basically has something wrong with them. And because they have something wrong with them, some sort of negative feeling, they get threatened by other people. And when they get threatened by other people, they tend to react in various ways and bully those people. And what they do is try to socially ostracize that person, make them feel like they're unwanted wherever they are, make that person feel as uncomfortable as possible in the situation they're in. And that's where you get that kind of trapped feeling. So for the person being bullied, the biggest thing to remember is this: you cannot be made to feel inferior without your own consent. So words are going to be words. There's always going to be positive and negative feelings about you. People are going to like you. People are not going to like you. And so what you need to remember is that words only matter as much as you let them matter. Okay? So if you hold these people's thoughts in high regard, then yeah, I mean, you're going to feel like shit. But if you realize that anybody who's bullying you is not worth your time, not worth your life, not worth your thought, then it becomes a different story. It puts the power in your hands, because you don't need to listen to anybody. You don't need to listen to anyone who's going to throw those kinds of negative thoughts at you. It's not an obligation on your part. You have an obligation to yourself, on the other hand, because, as I've always said, life is short. Not to wallow on those words, not to allow those words to invade your consciousness, and to basically move on. Cast those thoughts away. Cast those people out of your life. Now, for some of you, it might not be that easy. You're in college, you're in university, you're at a job. Well, for college and university, what I want to tell you is this: your existence at those institutions is but a fucking blip in your life. You're there for 3 to 4 years, sometimes 5, and for those of you who are like a lot of my friends at home, sometimes 7. But even if it is 7 years, it's but a blip in your life. And situations like bullying will only last as long as you allow them to. So, one, you can either succeed, concentrate on school, concentrate on training, and get the fuck out of there. Or two, you can pretend or not pretend, know that those words don't matter, and move on and succeed for yourself. Second thing is that you need to remember is that you need to keep your thoughts about yourself positive. And this is why I'm such an advocate for exercise and training. There is no other better way to keep your thoughts about yourself positive than to invest in yourself and invest in your self-image. Keep yourself well kept. Keep your hygiene impeccable. Make yourself look good. Go to the gym. Train. Right? Now, I'm not saying you have to be a fucking movie star. I'm not saying you have to be freaking awesome looking, but the more you invest in yourself, the better your thoughts about yourself are going to be. If you have a weight problem, attack that weight problem. Fix that weight problem. Come back, look fabulous, and spit in everybody's fucking face. Because, again, any situation you're in that's a negative situation is a temporary situation. And you have the control to move forward, and you have the control to get out. Never think that you're trapped. Never think that you can't get out of a situation, because there's always a way of pulling yourself out. 3, if you're in a job where you're being bullied, you have to think of a couple of different things there. 1, are there proper institutions in place to protect me as an employee? If there aren't, then you really need to consider telling somebody. There's agencies out there available. There's helplines out there available. You really need to consider telling somebody that you're being harassed at work and that somebody's messing with your right to earn a paycheck. Now, it could be your boss, but if your boss is bullying you, then you have a whole nother case on your hands, so you need to talk to a lawyer. So, I hope that above everything you take out of this, that you need to understand that you're worth more than to allow yourself to be bullied. And in any situation at all, if you're being bullied, then you yourself become complicit in that if you allow those thoughts to affect you. You need to make sure that you don't let anybody let you think bad things about yourself, because you are great. In some way, form, whatever, you are great. And you can succeed, and you can persist as an individual. Fuck anybody who tells you differently. Fuck anybody who tells you have to live a certain way. For instance, I fucking think that I can't stand polo shirts and khaki pants. And the reason why I can't stand polo shirts and khaki pants is because every fucking 30-something-year-old guy from where I come from wears polo shirts and khaki pants. Somebody told me one time that I needed to fucking dress like that, and I was like, fuck you. Forget that. I'm wearing ripped up fucking tank tops and mesh shorts for the rest of my fucking life. Not that that pertains to anything. But, as always, if you have questions about anything at all, please email me at gettingtheshredded@gmail.com. I'm sorry that this video was long and rambling, but if you still like my content after watching this video, please subscribe to my channel. Talk to you soon.